Hey guys, I'm super happy to see you today. Wearing different dress today and some nylon. I know you like when I'm wearing nylon. Um, Thank you for watching again and let's start our video. Today I've decided to talk about same time as we mentioned in the farm. I think it's great to come back. So if you wanted um to know about me more, let's get back to this time because it's very fascinating. I think to find a person story, and then obviously follow uh, later. Okay, so today I want you to come back a time when I earned my very first money in the village, which is really for me it's really a significant episode because um, everybody was really hardworking, and even working for my mom business, which was a dairy business, when I was delivering milk or some cottage cheese or sour cream to the customer, I didn't count it as my job. And whatever my mom would receive from the customer, she would distribute it very fairly between everybody. So, because it wasn't just my job, it was everybody uh, uh, participation. So, uh, the very first job which I ever earned money back in the day, I still remember that. I was about 10 years old, and there is a big tradition when in the summertime is very quick. So imagine in May, you have just everything is just greener, snow just disappeared, and it's very quick. You know, we would have like a light night, and when you would be able to obviously even um, read the book until very late. I remember I can read the book until pretty much 2 a.m. and I wouldn't need the light because the sun is just literally touching horizon. So, uh, but I really like this time. May was and June used to be my favorite months because you have so much energy and sun is just so strong in this part of the world. It's just incredible, and everyone would become a very energetic, and because you have just a limited time to prepare yourself for the next winter, you have to prepare the berries, mushrooms and some other things which is coming from forest, and everybody would contribute, and also you have to prepare the farm. Then there is a silos and other things you need to make sure you have enough. So, and I swear to God, I have no idea how did we manage it all, just the family. And it that's when I go through the trauma sometimes and talk to my shrimp band. She's like, oh, how did you manage that? How did and every time when I think about it, I'm like, well, being a mom, as I am, I'm a single mom, and when I get back to this time, I'm always thinking, where did my mom have a time to talk to me as a daughter, and my dad? But I I remember it's clear like they did manage to to provide me that mental support as well. Our family was definitely one of the best with the relationship and support, and honestly, even when I have like a bad memory like anybody, I think it's nothing compared to other families. I know you shouldn't compare yourself to anybody, but it's still, we are talking about the time, so, and place. Y- it's obviously it's super hard when you are constantly working on something, and you might gonna shout to your you lost one just as a mistake. And now I start to understand more my parents, which is incredible. I think it's great to come back to anywhere you left yourself, and maybe you gain some trauma, because we all do. um this is a life. So that's a life about. um and then, mm, coming back to the first money, and that was a berry picking process, okay. And it was a different time for the different kind of berries. So the most expensive berry which you can gain the money in this place, it's growing in the forest, and it's called cloudberry. It's a unique. If you never seen it, you can try to find it on internet. It's called cloudberry. It's like a berry made of clouds, and if you see, it's a kind of yellow. It looks similar to strawberry or blackberry, but just it has a yellow structure when it's well ready. It's when it's reaping. When it's not ready, that's a little bit more harder to pick, and mm, its taste not as good as when it's reaping from the plant. And that wasn't the berry which I was basically picking and making first money. My first ever money which I ever made, that was in September, and I was 10 years old. My dad took me with him, because every single dad in the village been doing the same thing. So, and you would work together. You can work together and put it in the same bucket when you pick it up, or you can separate, and if you're willing to do that, that's totally normal. So, and I remember like my neighbor, so her dad, and uh, and he took her, so his daughter, her name was Olga, and I was with my dad. So it was kind of, it's funny because our dads, they're sharing names, so they both have the same name. uh, and we both, our first name basically starting with O, so we were like a similar team, and it was really competitive and really cool. So I was picking berries with her, and the berry name is cranberries. Yeah, we've been growing cranberries, not we, the forest itself. And our job was to pick it up. And I remember still today very clear when um, my very first bucket, it was very not very big bucket. Um, so when I brought it back to the place to distribute, and where they measure the how much berries do you have, and so you have a two-way. One, you can clean it. There is certain procedure to clean it from some plants, from some dry leaves, whatever it's in the bucket, because it's not 100% clean. Or you can basically drop it raw and just get a little bit less money. And my dad would prefer to drop it without cleaning sometimes when there is other things to do. That's what we did. So we came back to the village. There was a guy who would measure things, and so my dad dropped his stuff, and then he took my bucket and did the same thing, and passed me the money from the berries. And I was so happy. That was my very first hard earned money in all entire life. And I was so happy. My dad said, like, you can go to the shop and you can buy whatever you want. So, and please wait for the another video where I will tell you what exactly did I buy and why for this money. Maybe you already have a guess. Please let me know in the comments, and also please share your story. What was your very first money which you earned? Thank you for watching, and please subscribe my channel. So I see you all later. Love you.